Single mom thinks she's guaranteed to get a cleanup guy from Replicant Fish. That's an interesting YouTube name.
I really don't think that he's speaking for all men, because I know that there will.
So it says, no man wants to raise another man's child and be the cleanup guy. Pass.
I really don't think that he's speaking for all men, because I know that there will be somebody that steps up one day to be some sort of father figure for my child. And it's also very...
Notice how she says step up, like that position is to be placed on a pedestal because it is above other positions. It's superior to the position the man was in before he met her. So coming in is stepping up. You're accomplishing. You're becoming a better man. You're stepping up because you're raising her child. Bravo. What a good man you are.
Like, I'm very surprised that you felt comfortable actually typing this out and commenting on someone's video.
Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
You're not special.
Owe you nothing.
Oh, wow. She's guaranteed a man will step up one day and be a stepdad, be a replacement father, a guy trying to complete a game, a next man's game.
I really like how she thinks she's so important that nobody on the internet would comment something under her video that could possibly offend her. And it's likely she's never heard this much truth in person. So for her to read a comment this blunt directed at her is probably like a shock to her core. It's like, hey lady, welcome to reality. And I mean, this girl is pretty young. She looks pretty young to be a single mom. And the guys her age, I mean, they definitely aren't going to want to shack up with her because they've got a whole life ahead of them to live. They've got a whole life to create their own family. I'm thinking what it would be like to date a single mom. And just so say you've been with her for a couple of years and then you guys break up. Now, apart from the connection that you might have made with the kid, it's got to feel like a mountain off your shoulders, knowing you can now create your own family. You don't have to worry about a kid that isn't even yours. And I kind of get that feeling from men who come out and say they did date a single mom and now they regret it and they're trying to tell other men not to do it because in the beginning you're seeing a woman, maybe the infatuation, the one-nightish. Obviously it's like something you want to take down. You want to sleep with her. Maybe the new emotions and feelings, the new connection, right? Those strong feelings you get in the beginning because it's so new and exciting. Once those wear off and you're a couple years in, and then you're kind of it's your new reality. It's like a new paradigm that you've created for yourself, and you're just used to it. Once you say that relationship ends, once you actually exit, it must feel like a clean slate. And this is what I'm able to see this before I even do it. Obviously I would never do it, but most men aren't able to see past that. They're not able to visualize going through it. Okay, so at the beginning it would be interesting. You'd probably be willing to overlook the child because it's new and exciting. And then a couple of years, it's going to become just your new norm. And then say things end. Well, once those things do end, it's going to feel like a mountain off of your shoulders because you could start your own family. You don't have to worry about a kid that isn't yours. It's a whole new start, man. So maybe painting that image for people can help them understand why they shouldn't do it in the first place.
One day and be a stepdad, be a replacement father, a guy trying to complete a game, a next man's game.
Let's go.
She's guaranteed, she feels, she's guaranteed to have that. A cleanup guy. Whatever mess the dad made, the real dad made, because now she's a single mom, whatever previous mess the real dad made, she guarantees 100%.
100.
She's guaranteed 100% that a man will come along and clean up that mess. Mop, bucket, cape and all to save her. The comment reads, no man wants to raise another man's child and be the cleanup guy. Pass. Pass. Because of her past, this man's telling her, yo, woman,
Nope.
you ain't guaranteed a stepdad.
Why?
Guaranteed some dude to clean up, but please, pass. He ain't guaranteed no man. But let's go back. Let's hear from the beginning.
And let's be real, there will always be a Captain Save-A-Ho out there willing to step up. He's like, you know what? That position does sound good. Here's my application. Please consider me for the position of stepdaddy, milady. It's kind of this thing we got going on right now of all these white knights and Christians simping for this woman who is now, she's decided she's leaving only OF, only flans, and now she's decided she's a Christian woman now. And all these Christians and all these men, or these white knights, are welcoming her with open arms. And I get, for a lot of them, they kind of have to do that. But ironically, it's their openness to that sort of lifestyle that deters men like me who would like it to be more based and less gynocentric and femme-centric. And so while they're opening arms to former 304s and former OnlyFans chicks, they're really deterring young men like myself who see the value in it but don't like all this other stuff going on. And so it's just funny. Ironically, they're so open, and what they're doing to bring in these former thoughts is actually making the youth, young men, turn their head and say, oh, that's ridiculous. I don't want to be a part of that. So they're kind of actually allowing Christianity to become even more laughed at. Yeah. Interesting. Because of what they're doing. Because they're allowing these. And it's like, yeah, allowing. What are they going to do? Just reject him? It's more so the simping that I don't like. They're like really simping hardcore for it. And to me, I would like it to be more based. And yeah, anyways. Yeah,
This comment right here.
She's hurt, man.
I really don't think that he's speaking for all men.
He is.
Because I know that there will be somebody that steps up one day to be some sort of father figure for my child.
Wow.
And
Wow.
it's also very, like, I'm very surprised that you felt comfortable actually typing this out and commenting on someone's video. Like, it's just the wildest thing.
Is it really that wild, though? It's the internet. Do you think you're that special? Get out of here with that. You're certainly not, princess. Go ahead and knock you off that pedestal you're hanging off of there.
You don't know my circumstances with my child, or his father. And yeah, that's basically it.
But what we do know is you let him hit it raw.
Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
You should have had second thoughts, but now you're a single ma.
Bruh.
Single ma, bruh.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Now you're a single mom.
Yeah, that song is so catchy. I swear
Bro.
that song is so catchy.
Nice. Gets the people going.
It's a theme song. But here's the big point amongst all of this. Here's why that dude who no man knows, other men don't know him.
He's a regular Joe.
Other men don't know him, but they're like, yeah, bro. Yeah, that's pretty much correct.
I really don't think that he's speaking for all men.
He is. 90+% of men would agree. But to understand why 90% of men would agree, here are a few questions to ask certain women. The man she wants to be her stepdad to her kid, would she have dated him if she did not have a kid?
Good question.
Ooh.
Spicy.
In other words, if she were not in this position, would she deem him as dateable?
It's a package deal.
I know.
Would she want him? Is he attractive? Appealing to her?
Nope.
Is he? But now she's got a kid. Now she's a single ma. Well, of course, her points of view in men would change because now there's a certain D word in the air.
Disgusting.
No, it's not the D that got her in this situation. No, it's another D word. So, what is it? D, she's
Desperate.
desperate. That's it. Desperate. Desperation. And with
Desperate for a stepdaddy.
desperation comes another D word.
That's just gross.
No, it's still not that D.
Deception.
Yes, deception.
Deception.
Deceptions.
I really don't think that he's speaking for all men.
He is. Oh my God. I have way too much fun. But look, the point is, amongst my waffle, too many men have experienced women using them just to be a stepdad until she doesn't need him anymore. And it's like, yo, the man doesn't matter. That's why she's so confident. She knows the man doesn't matter. She doesn't need to be attracted to him or even want him. She needs to want a man that wants her. She doesn't need to like him, want him, care about him. No, please. It's ridiculous. He just needs to want her.
But it's an illusion.
Now look, if we're being honest, look at this woman. Clearly it's not a bad looking woman. She knows for a fact there's going to be some simp out there who will trip over his balls.
Desperation for pussy.
To try to get to her.
I love her so much, I don't care.
Yeah.
So he will do whatever he needs to do. Yeah, be a stepdad. Okay. As long as he can get close to her. So she knows.
I really don't think that he's speaking for all men.
He is. So she knows guaranteed there's going to be some simp out there who will take up said mantle of being a cleanup guy, stepdad, captain, save a baby mother. Now, nothing wrong with dating a single mother. That's not the point I'm making here. I'm not even saying any of that at all. There's nothing wrong with being a stepdad. I'm not saying any of that either. However, as a man, you have to be cautious in modern times as to why a single mother may want you. Does she really want you? Or is she using you?
If he wanted to, he would.
Yeah, it's leaning more towards the latter. Yeah, she's probably using you, bruh. She's using you, bruh. She's using you. She don't really want you. When the kid's old enough, don't be surprised if she's like, yeah, you know what, I'm done.
I want a divorce.
I don't need you anymore. I can now chase the men I really want. You were just a good placeholder, cleanup guy, stepdaddy.
Stepping up.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's not speaking for all men out there,
He
but
is.
this was just really disappointing to see.
He's speaking for real men, not the real men women call real men who, who just do for women with no self-respect or self-care. No, that's
Well, this is kind of what I was talking about in the last video with the whole paternity thing and men being shamed to find out if a child is really theirs because they're trying to make the definition of fatherhood kind of like they're trying to make every other fucking definition. They're trying to make it ambiguous and very blurry and muddy because it appeals and appeases and gives room for the female dual mating strategy. So they would love it if men would be more than happy to step up and raise another man's child because this allows them to get knocked up and impregnated when they're ovulating by the guy who they feel like has good genetics, and then they can get the protection and be provided for, and the good dad, the very nice guy who maybe not as physically stimulating and attractive, and they don't necessarily want to jump into bed with him when they're ovulating, but he's trustworthy, he's reliable, he's a man, he'll protect us, he's willing to die for me if someone comes in and threatens me and my child's life. So they like this, they really do. It's a femme-centric society, and so fatherhood, the definition. I mean, you look at single moms. I believe America has the highest rate of single motherhood. I'm gonna have to double check that, but I remember watching a video a while ago citing that statistic. And something's going on to where they clearly seem to want single moms. They clearly seem to like single moms, and they like to split up the families, right? So then all of a sudden they can have the children being raised and being indoctrinated and making sure that they morph into good worker bees. And yeah, now we're kind of getting into conspiracies, but one thing that does seem to be 100% true is they like that the definition of fatherhood is maybe not is becoming, but it kind of already is, and maybe they want it to be more so, yeah, just ambiguous, like kind of fluid. Oh, fatherhood is fluid, just like gender. That's what they would like.
That's what women call real men. No. As men, real men, no, they're not going to let anyone take advantage of them. Doesn't matter how lovely and sweet she is. I don't give a damn.
When I say they, I guess I'm kind of just referring to women. They certainly would like men to be more than happy to step up, right? Step up and be a stepfather.
Woman. It's a trap. The kid's already got a dad. Why did you pick such a crap dad? But now you want a good man?
100.
But now you want a good stepdad.
Well, it's what I said. It's their dual mating strategy. Picks a certain type of guy when they're ovulating, and that's what happens. And a lot of time that guy isn't likely to be that great of a dad, so they end up being becoming single mothers. So yeah, I don't really. It is different. This is a very interesting case because she's very young and she's a single mom. So it's not like she's in her 40s and her kids are on their way out of the house, and you've got a single father who just came out of divorce and they come together. That I've always kind of mentioned is a different scenario. You know, if you're older, single father coming out of a divorce, you know, maybe it makes sense to come together and have a big family. Don't know. But in an instance like this, she's very young. The men her age are also very young. They certainly have a whole life ahead of them. I didn't get anybody knocked up when I was this age. So it's really not my situation to worry about. But anyways.
No, pass.
Hopefully he's not speaking for all men out there, but this was just really disappointing to see.
Being a single mother is difficult, it's not easy. So in knowing that, you understand a lot of these women will be desperate. In being a man who cares about yourself, why on earth would you want to be a doormat for a woman and her kids? Pass. Have a nice day.